Hello and welcome to The Green Reviewer. It's dinner time, so that can only really mean one thing: a new review. So today I've got for you something called, I'm going to have to struggle to pronounce this. It's a product by a company called Wasabi Sushi Bento. Vegetable Gyoza Yakisoba. Vegetarian noodles and green peas. It's a vegetarian dish. So it's got like little sort of dumpling parcel type thing with some noodles and stuff like that. And it's vegetarian. My wife bought it for me as a bit of a treat. I don't normally have sort of ready meals, but you know what? Every opportunity to kind of share with you some of the vegetarian stuff that's available. So that's what we're looking like inside. So we have some what looks like soy sauce. It's got a bit of a lid. I'm not quite sure that all the cooking instructions yet, but it looks pretty tasty. It looks pretty tasty. I don't know. That looks pretty nice. I'm not hating the look of that at all. It's a little bit of, I can see a little bit of glisten, so it's got this little bit of oil on it perhaps. It looks brown, looks like it's got some flavor. This looks tasty. It's not presented as you would on a plate, obviously, but so far, it looks good. So I'm gonna bang this in the oven, come back, and just for my love of you guys, I'm going to have to eat it and I'll let you know what it actually tastes like to know if this is a worthwhile product. Okay, and we're done. Now, let's just run through our senses to begin with. First of all, it smells delicious. I can smell some soy sauce, a touch of sweetness coming from somewhere. I think you get a touch of five spice coming through. It smells really, really, really good. Looks wise. I mean, I've not presented it in a plate like all fancy pants, but the colours are rich. It looks really appetizing. It's noodles with vegetables, some onions, and these sort of little tiny dumpling type things. So I'm going to try some now. I'm going to try some of the noodles first of all. My mouth is literally watery. It really does smell fantastic. Let's see if it tastes as good as it smells. All right, here we go. That is really, really, really tasty. A teriyaki sauce. That's delicious. Tastes a bit like a soy sauce, but a bit sweeter. And a little bit thicker. That's really, really good. So far the noodles, absolutely cram-packed of flavour. If I went to a Chinese restaurant and spent good money and received this, so far, I'd be very happy. So noodles-wise, texture-wise, for me, the noodles have a nice bit of bite in them. They're not too soggy or mushy. The way I like noodles. I'm tasting some of the peas are coming through. Not an awful lot of peas in here. You could do a touch more greenery perhaps, but a bit of onion, but the flavour-wise, so far, it's really, really delicious. So now I'm going to try one of these, I think these little dumpling things are actually called Gyoza. Forgive me if I've got this wrong, but let's give these little dumpling things a try. Not an overpowering flavour. The vegetable, you can really taste the individual vegetables inside, lightly seasoned. That really does work well against the noodles and the rich teriyaki sauce. This is a really tasty meal. I'm going to wrap this up because I want to sit down and enjoy this properly. Okay, so I've had a chance to think. Sometimes when you're actually just tasting something, you're just eating something initially, your senses are a bit overloaded. It's hard to process exactly what you're tasting. But now I've eaten it, so I've got a little bit more time to reflect on what I think of it. Now, first of all, I thought it's an excellent product, very, very tasty. But I'm going to break it down and from now on, give these reviews based in 3 categories and give an overall mark out of 30. So let me explain how I'm going to do that. First of all, I'm going to give a mark out of 10 for appearance, then a mark out of 10 for aroma, and then finally, a mark out of 10 for taste. Add it all up, and that'll be a green reviewer mark altogether out of 30. So, first of all, looks-wise, it looked quite tasty, but in terms of aesthetics, it's kind of difficult to make a dish like that look really pretty on a plate. And to be fair to it, I didn't attempt to do that because I thought there's no point eating it outside the box. So presuming that many people are going to eat it in its container because there's no reason to take it and put it in a separate container. How does it look? Looks wise, it looks tasty, but not particularly beautifully presented. Difficult, but that's what it is. So I think appearance wise, I'm going to give it about 6 out of 10. And then it goes to aroma. Now this really won me over with the smell. It really gave me an indication of what I was going to taste. It smelled really, really good. So for For aroma, I'm going to score quite high on that. I'm going to go 8 out of 10 for aroma. So then for the final one, for the taste, and these things oftentimes, the biggest evaluation should be about taste. It tasted really good, a really tasty product. Once I got through it all, it's quite a lot actually, 450 grams of food. It's very, very filling, so value for money. I think for £4, that's quite a filling meal. You don't really want much else after that. It's not like you're going to think, I'm still a bit peckish. 450 grams, quite a substantial meal. But taste-wise, I'm going to score quite highly on that. I've really enjoyed the flavour of that, so I'm going to go 9 out of 10 for the taste. So overall, that gives us a TGR score of 23 out of 30. And that's a pretty good score overall. So that's going to be our three-pronged attack to value things going forward. We're going to have appearance, aroma, and most importantly, taste. Now, depending on what we actually test, some things are going to factor more in one category than another, but there you go. Now, that's only one person's opinion, so I'm always interested to see how other people see the same product. So give it a try, and in the comments below, tell me what you thought of the product and how you would rank it out of 30. Peace.